Raw majestic music. And I'm down.
Stopped in my tracks, I spotted something unique. What it's like to behold, I need to hear how she speaks. So it's good, you probably hear that on a daily. How about I order you another Bailey? Continue conversating. First my name is Ant, what's yours? I didn't catch it. Generate me, cause it's time for some action. Really digging your style, I got a place we can go. Tell me baby you're free, cause if you are then I'm sold. Yeah.
I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
It is what it is. Tell me how you living, maybe we can hit the crib. Love the way you look at me, attention's on your lips. Laugh when you say finally before we share the kiss. You bring the color to the canvas that I paint in my head. Not trying to eat the lies the devil fit me all to my left. Cause then it's off to my steps, long of regrets. Looking at the review, pondering like what it all could've been. Something special in you off the rip when I sense. Had to play my cards or at the moment could ghost. Others couldn't view what I had seen through the lens. And so I took a shot and left the night with a toast. Tatted in my mind is your grand. Said you cried cause a man lost my mind to some women. Maybe they ended up friends. Weekly present out of the diet. Weather the storm, I'm just testing the climate.
It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite. I want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. But we can get high, see the stars in the sky. Just you and I, let the time pass us by. I just want you to vibe with me, baby. It'll be alright with me, baby. My love is innocent, genuine, infinite.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my show, What is the Definition of Love? I'm here with my most favorite comedian
Oh, wow.
right now,
It's a lot of pressure.
Mr. Lee Valentin.
Hey,
By the way,
guys.
I used to call you Valentine, so,
It's all right.
you know, I kind
Everybody-
of think it's
everybody
cute.
does it.
Kind of, you know.
Yeah, everybody does it. It's fine. As long as you call me, it doesn't matter.
All right, cool. So, you know, I want to start my show by saying, like, I hope you don't have anything that you don't want me to ask before we go on. Good, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, until we get there, right?
All right.
When we come across the subject, if I stammer or stutter, then you'll know.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna.
Or
Try
I could just
not
be
to.
like, "What's the safe word?" I need a safe word.
Okay.
Pineapples.
You can tell everybody where, what you do, how old you are, blah, 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 and what, you know.
Damn, that's already the first safe word. I got to tell my age.
Yeah.
Nah, Lee Valentin, stand-up comedian, father, network engineer, 44. Damn, it's hard to say that shit out loud. And yeah, that's what I
You're
do.
from Jersey, right?
I'm originally from the Bronx, moved back and forth between the Bronx and Jersey. And yeah, so I always start off by saying I'm from the Bronx because it's originally where I'm from and lived there for a long time. Back and forth in the
Oh,
BX.
Lord, I
Yeah,
have
word.
another one going
Word.
like
The
this.
BX. Yeah, no doubt.
Whatever. Okay.
No doubt.
So, do you remember when you first fell in love?
Every time I meet a shorty, I mean, right? Every time you meet something, you be like, damn, shorty hot. I mean, love for real. Like, that's the thing, man. There's so many different feelings. As you get older, the love changes. But I would say the first time I fell in love is like seeing the birth of your child. That's real love. So the first time I fell in love was seeing the birth of my child.
So, if you had to describe that feeling, how can you describe that feeling?
You can. It's like I'm a spiritual person, right? So I felt the spirit before, and it's something similar to that, where you have this sense of ease, calmness, calm, a warm feeling come over you, and it's just an intense amount of joy, and you have all of these feelings happen all at the same time. So I think that's that feeling.
How old were you when you had your child?
I mean, the first time I gave birth was
Wait,
my
you have
first-
more
my
than
first-
one kid?
that I claim and that I know about.
I can't with you.
All right, let's talk about the one that I like. So Lee Jr. is 12, and he's 12. He's about to be 13.
Oh, wow.
About to be 13. Yeah, that was.
So you were like in your 20s.
I was 32.
No, 32.
Yeah, I was 32 when he was born, and that was like one of my greatest days.
Would you think that, would you say that was like your, like, how did you pick the girl? Did you pick the girl
No. I was already married for 7 years before we had the kid.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we I don't know if we kind of planned it. We kind of planned that we wanted to have a child.
Okay.
At that
So
time,
you was already married. So
Yeah,
it's
we
not
were
like
married.
something like you met this girl, you was in
Nah,
a
nah.
relationship. Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't splat raw and just anybody at that age. I was too old to be splatting in something mad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I can't with you.
It's a good thing that there's no FCC controls on this because you'd be worried about everything I'm about to say.
When you look at a woman, right, what's the first thing you notice? It's okay if you say booty or whatever.
No.
But what is the first thing that catches your eye when you see a female?
I'll tell you, hands probably is the first thing.
See
Hands.
what I'm saying? I keep telling people they don't
You
believe
gotta
me.
do your fucking nails. Stop coming out there with your shit half painted and fucking your hair
Yo,
not
like,
done. Clean the fuck up.
people-
As if you don't take care of your hands, you don't take care of your church. Stop being a fucking bum.
I can't.
Dirty ass bum ass. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, I look at hands.
Hands.
Yeah, because those are the first things that
Like
are gonna be on
I
me.
do that too, and people didn't believe me. Like he laughs when I tell him. Like
Yeah, no, it's very important.
his hands like remind me of my dad's hands for some reason.
Well, that's why you love him. That's why you love him, because I think there's always a part of something that you're familiar with. If you see that in that other person.
Somebody told me the same thing.
Yeah.
It could be. So
Like I see my dad's hands in my lady, so that's no. I'm just kidding. I
am my
no, my lady,
No.
my lady. She has beautiful hands. She's always on point. Always. She does it a lot because I like it, and she knows that I pay attention. But also, she feels good. So
good.
yeah.
I love getting my nails done too.
Yeah, it's important.
Yes.
Man. In your fucking digits. Yeah. Stop being nah.
If you had to give advice to this young generation about love, what would you tell them? If I set you in an auditorium where you can be who you want to be, and instead of doing stand up, you gotta have to what would you tell them about love?
Don't be afraid to fall in love, and don't be afraid to lose love. Because there's some punk ass saying, I don't know what it is right now, but it's true. Like, fall in love and fall out of love, because It's one of the greatest things. It's one of the greatest feelings or emotions that we'll ever get a chance to feel. And
I freaking like
don't be
that.
afraid. Don't be afraid. Just go do it. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks, you know. And dudes, we gotta stop being afraid to cry. You know what I'm saying? Little young boys, don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to fall hard for someone. You just keep it moving if it don't work out. But fall in love, man. It's cool. It's cool to fall in love, young
So
boys.
what you think about my cup?
Oh, I think this is dope.
Hey,
I had to do this.
they
Hey,
were
cheers.
being
Cheers.
all because it's pink. Hello?
I'm securing my manhood. I'll drink out of pink
Hey,
glass any day.
and nothing wrong about that.
Yeah.
So, do you think we fall in love multiple times?
Yes, because we don't know the real feeling of love. We don't know the real meaning of love. So yeah, we do. A lot of people confuse love with lust.
Here we go. I was about to ask you that question.
Yeah. So lust is you know, you have this feeling of wanting to be with someone, right? That's lust. But love is unconditional, emotional empathy and just you want to give, you want to be protector, you want to be, there's so many definitions or emotions involved in love. It can't just be one thing. But that emotion you feel when you just meet someone and you're like, oh my God, I just want to be with this person. That's lust. That's not really love.
Wow. Were you ever confused about these two things,
All the
lust
time.
and love?
All the time.
All the time till
Yeah.
today?
Nah, I found love.
You have.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm happy
but,
for you.
But yeah, it's you confuse it all the time because you want, especially dudes, we want a whole lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We lust after things. That's our animalistic nature to go after things, right? So we lust after women all the time, but we don't confuse that with love, right? The one normally when guys are in a relationship for a long time, that's probably the one that they loved.
Wow.
Because if you lust, you just gonna beat it and make them scram, right? The one that you calling wifey, that's love.
I guess.
Am I not deep enough? Truth, is that what it is? I see Truth clapping his hands, giving me the thumbs up. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a romantic?
I think so. I mean, I used to make slow jam CDs back in the day and tapes.
Really?
So yeah.
That is so cool.
Yo,
I
son, we used to be on the
love
phone
it.
midnight
Hey.
with the Isley brothers playing in the background.
What's
like,
your sign again?
Like, Shorty, what you doing? Libra.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Shorty, let
why
me
you're
holler
a
at you for a minute. What you
Libra.
doing? Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh, that
Slow
is
jam
so cool.
CDs.
You are currently in a relationship.
I am.
What is your status in that?
Engaged.
Okay.
Engaged, about to be married.
Really?
Yeah.
When is this happening?
As soon as possible, man, because we, you know, I need to fix up my credit, and
I can't with you.
she, I need that.
And
dual
she have
income.
a 900 one.
Yes, I need that dual income.
Oh my God, I can't.
No,
You're
but
killing me.
yeah, we getting married soon. It's dope, man. It's dope. We've been together 6 years, five years now, 5 or 6. Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it 5 or is it 6?
I don't know. She doesn't know, so that's what makes it okay. It's like it's good.
Oh,
for
so
me not
that's
to
so
know.
cool.
Yeah, you know what? When
I
you're
just
this
don't
age-
remember. I do remember, but he keeps saying, "Nah, it's not that date, but that's date." Da da da. And then I,
See, Truth, tell me if I'm wrong.
August
they
4th.
count from the day we met, and we count
Yes.
from the day we hit, right?
yo, that is
It's not your lady until you smash, right? Actually, it's not your lady until you smash
No.
raw.
It was different. She called me the day after.
no. I did not call
She
you.
told you that, yo, you my man?
No.
Wow.
She's like, we're in a relationship.
No,
Wow,
after we had what we had, because he used to like go on air and be like, "Oh, I'm looking and this and that." I was like, "Yo, you ain't going on air saying you're
Wow,
looking.
wow.
You're
Wrap that
are
shit
you
up.
with me or not? Like, make up. That's it."
It would have been dope if you would have said that on the air and she came through. That shit would have
I
been
did.
viral.
Tell the story, right?
I did though, and then his whatever, the person that was with him, like at that time, the guy that like was in the studio, he was like, "Oh wow, this is her. Oh, so you make it official?" And I'm like, "Oh Lord." So they
That's dope.
basically
That's dope. That's what you need. That's what we need, man. We need. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll get
Right.
the real story later.
Yeah, right. Don't get no story from him because he starts saying about the night at the bar, and we're not going at
that's
the
how
bar.
y'all met at the bar? Y'all met at the
No,
bar?
we're not talking about that night at the bar.
He clapping. That's hilarious.
No. We are not talking about that night. But anyways, back to my show, please. Who influenced you the most in your
Kelly.
life,
R. Kelly.
and why? Shut
Romance, R. Kelly. Yo, every R. Kelly slow jam, you can learn several things. See, that's why, yo, I don't condone what he did ass. I don't condone what he did. I didn't know.
So it's okay for a guy to piss on a woman?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes. Everybody needs to be pissed on every once in a while just so they can fucking know they're not special, right?
Yo.
But no, check this out. Yo, his joints, he got joints, yo. Yo, most of my slow jam CDs have mad R. Kelly joints. So
Yeah, with you.
that was the influence in love. Nah, really, music is the influence in love. It's it's romantic, it's soothing. The videos, they show you how to treat a woman and stuff like that. But on the serious side, I was raised by my dad, so
Okay.
Probably how to treat a woman, open a door for her, buy her flowers and stuff like that. So those things. I'm lacking in a lot, but for the most part, yeah, that's kind of where I learned how to treat
Your
a woman.
father.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive, doing well.
Is he
probably watch
still with
this-
your mom?
Nah, hell no.
Oh. Oh. Oh,
He
shit.
dead at that. He was like, nah, shorty, I'm good. I don't want this.
Oh, Lord.
Nah, they broke up. They broke up early. But,
So is there such a perfect relationship?
no relationship is perfect. Only on TV. And even those, Dr. Hustable and Claire, that shit had its its troubles. But yeah, that's who, by the way, that's how I learned how to be a dad too. By shout out to Dr. Huxtable, dead ass. Used to watch that show religiously. But yeah, so I forget the question because I'm still on. Damn, I love Dr. Huxtable.
Is there such a perfect relationship?
Oh
And you said
no perfect relationship, man. Every relationship. I mean, if you look at Instagram, if you look at social media, everybody's gonna show that perfect shit. But realistically, the shit takes work, and a lot of work, and you gotta love that person. That's what I mean by unconditional love. Like even in the bullshit, you gotta love and respect that person and be empathetic and understand what they need and what it is that they want and care for that person enough to try to give it to them or be less of whatever it is that you are for their benefit, if that makes sense.
I like that. What are some qualities that you think are important in a spouse or a partner? Besides sex.
I will tell you that someone who cares about your well-being is important to me. I'll give you an example. If I'm out late, and empathy is big too. If I'm out late, my lady will ask me if I had something to eat. And she will say, make sure you eat because your health is important.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, I'll bring you something. And I love that. She doesn't even
It's a
have
little
to.
thing.
She doesn't even have to do anything. All she has to do is be considerate
Mm-hmm.
to ask, right? And that's a person that you'll want to, jump through or run through a wall for.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
those
makes
things are
sense.
important to me.
What's the best time to get married? Or is there such a best time to get married?
After you fucked up a lot in your other relationships.
I can't. Yeah.
For dudes, we don't really start knowing, like, we do the best we can till we're about 30, right? And then we have a better understanding of what it is that we want at maybe about 40, right? Of who we are, personal experience, right? So, for a while you're just doing what you think is right. And after a while you start doing what's important to you and understanding how you fit in the life of your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Makes sense.
So I would say like 30s, 40s, because you got to get a lot of shit out your system as dudes. You have to have zero regrets, You can't go into any relationship with regrets. And into a serious relationship with regrets. Because if you have regrets, then you're not gonna really appreciate that person, and you're gonna be salty.
I like that. That's really cool, actually. So, what makes a happy marriage?
Haven't had one, so I don't know. No, for a while, I think I always tell this. Anytime somebody's getting married, I say, remember the reason why you got married, right? And look at the videos of your wedding to remember happier times when you're going through the bad shit. Because if you go back to that, you'll start to understand, okay, this is why I love this person. And you won't take that person for granted.
That's really cool, actually. I like that.
But it only works when you're older. You can only do that when you understand yourself.
Yeah,
and when
definitely.
When you love someone. Because if you don't love someone, you'd be like, the fuck out of here. I don't love you. I don't care what happens to you. I don't, which is not good. But you can, as long as you end it amicably, right? But really, it's, if you understand yourself, then you'll understand what it takes and you'll be willing to compromise with the other person.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little shy to ask you this, but I'm going to go ahead and ask. Lingerie or birthday suit?
You could be wearing fucking pajamas. You're going to get this dick however you come to bed. You could wear a fucking clown suit. I'm going to find where to put it. Don't worry about it. Just bring your ass to bed. Unless I'm tired, because if I'm old and shit, so if I'm tired, it's a wrap. Shout out to my lady.
So from a male perspective, if you had to wear...
I can only give you the male perspective. I can't give you...
If you had to wear one piece of your girl's piece of clothing, what would it be?
The fuck out of here. I'm not going to do that.
No headbands?
Nothing.
I love it. So you really are like a manly man. Like, ain't no...
I mean, I don't want to call it that, but that's just not my thing. I just don't think... I mean, for fun between me and her, no. I still don't do it. She knows not to ask me that shit either. Because I'm not going...
Not even like if you're running outside and you see her clogs and you don't have yours.
Oh, fuck no.
All right.
If somebody comes to my house with clogs, you're getting the fuck out. First of all.
Yo.
Yeah, nah, I'm not wearing her. I'm not trying on her shoes, not for fun, not for play. Fuck out of here. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
I can't.
And if there's any shorty that out there that I might have been toasted one night and I put on, fuck out of here, you lying. You lying. Bring receipts or it didn't happen, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. I can't. Flowers or chocolate covered strawberries?
I give up both.
Both. Okay.
Because I don't know which one is right.
Oh
so
my gosh. I'm not gonna
both.
ask this one.
Go ahead.
Because this is a girl's one.
Nah, ask it.
Does size really matter?
I hope not. Nah, everybody, I don't think anybody's had complaints. Nobody's had complaints.
I can't.
But, we always compare ourselves to shit that we see on TV. Right?
That's not real, though.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't really, look, a girl could get off with her own little ass fingers. So you can't tell me that as a guy is too small. Because if you could get yourself off, unless you sticking fucking pool sticks in your joint, right? But if you could get yourself off with your fingers, my shit is good enough. And I'm not saying my shit, like, I'm good, baby.
Oh my God, is she gonna watch this?
Probably not. The only person that's gonna watch this is my pops. That motherfucker loves me. That's unconditional love.
I love that. That's so
he'll
cool.
watch anything.
My mom might be watching at this point
So,
too.
Mom, you can get it too, ma.
What's the best way to diffuse tension in a relationship?
I'll tell you this that I learned from my lady.
I want to hear this.
Whenever she gets upset or she's going on about something that I'm not doing, just a hug and a kiss and let her know that it's going to be okay. I struggled with that for such a long time because being raised by a man, and I'm not saying that my father did this to me, but it was learned behavior. It's like, what the fuck are you crying for? Or what are you beefing about? Shut the fuck up. But that's not the way to handle it. My lady explained this to me. She's like, yo, when I act like that, this is what I want. And it still takes me a while, but I'm like, all right, no matter what's going on, I love you. Here's a hug. Here's a kiss. Let's talk about it. It's going to be fine. And that goes a long way. That works for her. I'm charging for this shit too.
I like that.
Later on,
I really
I'm gonna write a
I really
fucking-
like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's
Just a hug and a
that's
kiss,
really
man.
one of the best things that I've ever heard from a guest.
Yo, ladies be beefing and fucking going off at the mouth and want to get all sensitive. Like, pick a direction, man. And as soon as we hug y'all calm the fuck down.
That's
and
so
stop
true.
all that shit.
That's very
A lot
true.
of y'all need a hug. Role models. Y'all need a hug. You heard.
Oh my gosh. We already know that you want to get married. The question was, do you
Well,
want to
you
get
didn't ask
married?
me if I wanted to get
Do
married.
you
asked me
want-
if I was going to get married.
Do you want to get married?
Of course.
Okay.
And there's two-part answer to that.
Okay.
Yes, because I like stability, and I don't want. I'm afraid to grow old alone.
Me too.
And as we get to this advanced age, it becomes more realistic. Now, I'm not settling. I think I found the woman that I would love to grow old with, and that's the difference, right? It's not like, well, I better find someone because I'm getting old. No, this is the person that when I'm down on my luck, she's going to pick me up.
I like that.
And I found that, and that's what she wants, and that's what I want for her, right? She wants to get married. She made it very clear. She's like, look, get your shit together, you know, because I want to get married. If you're not in this for that, then I can't fuck with you. So she was very straight up about it, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want, because this person loves me.
That's really cool. That's very dope, actually.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fantastic to have an adult loving relationship. You know?
I like that.
Really
That's
cool.
very cute. Do you guys have pet names for each other?
I call her every once in a while. I'll be like, "Yo, bitch." No, I don't.
Yo, don't. Yeah, get slapped.
No, she calls me honey. You know, I call her love. You know, good morning, love. How are you, love? I miss you, love. So love and honey.
That's cute.
Yeah.
How do you know when she's in the mood for some sexy
First of
on?
all, you 44-year-old bitches is always in the mood.
I can't with you.
And we on our fucking downward spiral, and y'all want to be up all the time. I'm like, but yeah, she's always in the mood. Every time she sees me, that's another thing. It's dope to be in a relationship with someone that's really attracted to you, right? And that you're attracted to as well, because, you know, if you have that attraction, that's dope. Because, you know, there's no need to be like,
I like
you know, she doesn't have a wandering eye. Maybe she does. She just does it very well. But she really digs me, and that's dope. That's real dope.
I like
She's the better of the two of us in a relationship. If you haven't guessed that by now.
Okay. Finish the sentence. What my wife, my girl, my fiance
Does anal.
is shut the hell. You
She
did?
doesn't. She doesn't.
Oh my god.
I don't ask, but
What the
she
heck?
would though. She would if I asked.
My fiance is,
Gorgeous.
I love that. That's really cute. What is, do you know her favorite color?
We go back and forth about this, but I only had 8 crayons coming up, so I don't know about fuchsia, no shit like that. So I'm gonna say like,
It's fuchsia. This is fuchsia.
oh, that's not it. It's like the orchids, purple orchids.
Okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
think it's
Purple.
yeah,
Like
it's
a
probably
level,
purple.
not purple. No,
But
violet
might
is
be too
light.
Violet might be too light.
Violet is light. It's kind of like this, but on the purplish side.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. What's her favorite food?
My dick, no.
Besides that.
Eesh. Her favorite food is. Yikes! I should probably know this, but I'm trying to think of what we ate recently. She loves pizza. She loves pizza.
That's all right.
I think that's her favorite food, but she can't really eat. She's like finicky about what she eats, but I think it's pizza. I hope it's pizza. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna.
Because when I have her on my show and she says
gonna be like-
she eats lobster, that's her favorite thing, you're gonna be like in a lot of shit.
Yikes! Oh, I tell you, she loves. I mean, if we're talking about places that we go and what she likes to eat, like we'll go to Hillstone in the city and she'll have a burger. She loves the burger.
Okay.
You know, we'll go out. She likes a lot of things, but I'm gonna say pizza. She really loves pizza.
One of your best places, one of the most like, one of your favorite places.
To make love.
No.
42nd Street. There's a little nook in there, like in Bryant Park.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot. No, like what would you think like your favorite places is like for her and you together? Do you guys like to travel?
We do. We went to Europe this year. Went to London, Paris. We've been to DR, but we've been to Mexico a couple of times. So I don't want to say that's her favorite. But you know what? We haven't been to our favorite place because I think there's two places that we're going to go together. Is Abu Dhabi and, I'm sorry, Dubai.
Dubai. My cousin went there.
Dubai, and we'll go to Greece. So I think I'm going to say Greece, and she wants to go to Italy, so I'm
Go
gonna
to
say
Malta,
Greece.
too.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I'm
You
going to
will
say
love it.
Greece. She's going to love that when we go.
First gift you ever gave to her?
Jesus. This dick, no. That's getting old. First gift I ever gave her. Wow, I've given her so many things. I can't even remember. It was probably, I know what it was. When I was in Europe, I bought back a nice bracelet for her. So I didn't really know her quite well, but I thought about her all the time, and I bought back a bracelet from, just like a bangle, from Europe for her.
Nice.
Yeah. And then when she broke up with me, she was like, take this fucking, and then I still got it, though,
When did you know she was the one?
when I met her.
Really? Like,
No, you know, when we first met, it was real weird circumstances, and then I met her in a restaurant, and I sat down next to her, and she was talking to her girlfriend and a friend of mine, and I was like, she asked me, she was like, we started talking about being spiritual. We started talking about God, and we had a fantastic time the first day we met, and then when I first saw her, after that, I had a date with her after that, and she was beautiful, and I couldn't keep my eyes off her. So I was like, "Yo, this is my girl. This is my woman."
wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's actually deep.
yeah.
What's a perfect wedding?
One where nobody shows up, and it's just you.
And it's just me
So
and her, and
you-
no money
you-
goes
you
out.
down at the court. He's like, "Yeah, nigga, I do. Hurry up."
Is that
man."
what you're actually planning to do, or like you guys want to do the church, or
We did, but realistically, we're probably just gonna go down to the justice of peace and handle it like that, like grown-ups,
yeah?
you know. 'Cause
I don't
all
think
that,
it's-
all that wedding shit, that's for when you're young,
So
and that's a
stressful,
party
man.
for other people. Like, you don't even get to enjoy that shit. That shit is, I mean, look, granted, for the women, it's important to you guys. So we do it because we know it's important to
I
you
do
guys.
want to dress if I ever have to get there.
What do you mean if you ever? This motherfucker's already proposed, hasn't he?
No, he just gave me the ring.
Get your shit together, B. Nah, kid. Take that shit back. Get on one knee. Do that shit like a R. Kelly video. Go half on
And
a baby.
then piss on her.
Nah,
Exactly.
Well, yeah, if she's into that sort of thing, I guess. Tell her you want to go half on a baby. And then
Oh.
I feel bad because we're not using a coaster. I should be using this dope-ass coaster.
We have dope ass shit. Takeout or romantic dinners?
We go out all the time.
Cool.
That's one of our things that we like to do. We like to go out to some of our favorite restaurants. Shout out to Brownstone Pancake House, Brownstone Pancake Factory. I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Where's that?
There's one in Englewood and there's one in Edgewater, but the one in Englewood is fantastic. Actually, Englewood Cliffs. You got to go there. One of the best
Oh, my
restaurants. Shout out
gosh.
to Bobby who owns Brownstone Pancake Factory. Always looks out for us. And we love Hillstone. We love Hillstone. in the city. Shout out to them. Used to be Houston's, but it's Hillstone now. And then we love going to the Cheesecake Factory because in Riverside Square Mall.
I
'cause
like
their
the.
shit is on
It's
point.
really good. I
Their
have
shit
to
is on
admit.
point. There's
Yeah.
not really other restaurants that are, they're clean, that the food is always good and the service is good.
You're so true. Like I really had so much fun the other day. One time me and him, we went. It was like in the afternoon. I got trashed, man. I got trashed. I was like happy, like hey.
That's a great restaurant, man. It's a great
But for the
place.
next 6 weeks, I'm not drinking. So
Yeah. I don't drink, so it's,
no, I'm dead serious. I'm not doing that. I'm staying away. Right, cough all you want.
Nah, I believe in you.
I want to keep this up, and then after that, she told me I can drink as much as
she
I.
got to fit into her dress. D.
I don't have a dress.
Not yet, but you will.
We never went
I'll
there, and we
guarantee-
ain't going there.
I guarantee you get to that goal weight. He gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get on bended knee.
No, he ain't gonna
start
bend on
singing
no
boys,
knee.
Boys to Men. He gonna start doing all types
He
of
ain't
shit.
bending on no knee. What will be a perfect date?
I've already had several, but a perfect date is. Wait, so is it a perfect date that I think will be for her?
Yeah,
or
for you
what
and
is-
her. Yeah.
No, I mean we have when
Do
I
you
see
guys
her-
plan it? How do you do it? Like, I mean,
we have our places that we go to and we like to try new spots, but it's just, it's kind of, we always go out and we always have a good time when we hang out together. So it's always a perfect date.
that's
you
cute.
know? Yeah, that's the thing, man, is that you got to enjoy. She tells great stories, and she's always got something cool or interesting to say, and she listens to my bullshit. So like she's cool to hang out with, and I don't really have to worry about much when we go out because I know we're gonna have a good time.
That's cool. How would you describe your first intimate encounter?
With her,
Not with her. Your very, 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 very first time.
yo, let me tell you something.
I want to hear the.
I was rocking from the age of 11.
What? For
Gangsta
real?
with it. Yeah, I learned very early, man. I learned early.
Like you
But
had
you
sex for the
can't
very first time at 11?
ask me. You can't ask a guy how his first encounter was because he's gonna think he's smashing, and the girl's gonna be like, "Yo, this is the worst shit that has ever happened to me." So that's not a real good question for a guy. That's a question for a woman. Their first real sexual encounter. Because for us, it's just like non.
So it doesn't mean anything for a guy?
Yeah, it means that nut. Like I'm trying
Oh,
to
my
bust
God.
that. I'm trying to splat. I'm trying to get these babies inside of you. Trying to get this shit out of me. But nah, it's not for a guy. I don't think it's that eventful. It's just like, yo, I'm gonna hit, and either you like it or you don't. If you don't, cool. If you like it, we'll do it again.
That's it.
Now it's different because you want the woman to enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. After you're a grown man, you want the women that you want the woman that I shouldn't say women. You want the woman that you're with to enjoy her time.
Yeah.
So that she can come back, so that she can enjoy it, so that she can, because I mean, I would imagine that most guys feel this way. I get excited by pleasuring my lady. That's what excites me now. So as long as my lady's happy, that's when I'm most excited.
On point. What would be the ultimate romantic vacation?
I mean, if we go to Greece and we're able to lay out on the white sand beach with
gonna love
beautiful blue water, you know what I'm saying? But every vacation we've had is like we stay at really nice places, we stay at really nice resorts, and we always sit by the pool, and she's wearing a dope ass bathing suit, and I'm just there. You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's
I'm
always
enjoying
dope.
it.
Yeah, it's always dope. I feel like I should have been more creative with that, but
How important are compliments in a relationship?
I tell my lady she looks good all the time, and she knows that when she comes around that I'm always looking. If she has new earrings on, if she has a new blouse, I'm going to notice all of that. So, yeah, I tell her all the time. And she tells me all the time, she's like, wow, hon, you look very nice. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And then, I do the same. I do the same for her because it's true, not because I'm just saying it just to say it, but it's true.
That's so cute.
She came to the crib with some nice pajamas the other day. I was like, yo, those are nice pajamas. You don't take them shits off, but those are real nice.
Do you think promises are important to be kept in a relationship?
No. I don't think you should make any promises. You should do the best you can. And then anybody who wants promises is fucking living in a fairy tale. Fuck out of here. I promise to try to improve as much as I can.
I like that. Is gift giving or receiving important in a relationship?
Jesus. For me, no. I don't need.
You don't want to be gifted?
I mean, if I want something, I'll get it myself.
But do you gift her?
I do, because she likes it.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cute.
she likes, nice things that I buy her and stuff like that. And, I'm not a shopper, so I'm not out there like, yo, if I'm buying for myself, I'll give you an example. If I'm out, I know I'm going to buy drawers. I'm going to buy drawers for my son. If I'm going to buy T-shirts, I'm going to buy T-shirts for my son. But I'm not out just looking for something and shopping. And then if I see something for my lady, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to get that, because I don't do that. If I were out there like that, shopping and stuff, and I see something that I think she might like, or we were out and she might have said, oh, I like this, then I'll pick it up for her. But I'm not really out shopping like that, so it's kind of like,
Okay. How important is it to spend real quality time with your partner?
Jesus. I mean, according to her, it's really important.
But according to you, no?
According to me, it's like, I'll see you when I see you, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, y'all, I'm trying to do shit, man. Like, we'll sleep together tonight. No, it's very important because you don't want that person to feel like they're last, right? Like everything else is important to you, is more important to you. And I've had that problem. You're wrapped up trying to do so many things. Like, I run a few shows. I'm doing shows here and there. I work late on my regular job, and so it's a lot of late nights. But you gotta find that time to spend with your lady, or else she won't get lonely. And once loneliness starts to set in, then other things start to creep in. So every Saturday you grab her by the hair and be like, yeah, nah, you mines. And blow that back out so that she remembers not to go. Nah, yeah, quality time is very important.
What's your opinion about touching in public? I'm gonna hear some stupid shit.
No. She likes to kiss and hold hands and all that stuff. I hold her hand all the time.
Okay.
When we're out, and I put my arm around her, and that's my lady.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I'm walking around with her proudly. I got this thing on my arm, but I'll hold her hand and kiss her in public. She likes to make out, and sometimes it's a little like, but she likes it, so I'm like, all right.
I love it.
It's not a big deal to me.
Do you think love can last forever?
No.
Why you say that?
Because it depends on the definition of love. I mean, all right, so am I going to love my kid forever? Maybe. But forever is a long fucking time. That's a long ass time. You mean to tell me she's not going to say one thing where you're going to be like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like, I can't love this bitch forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. That shit don't last forever. That shit's a fairy tale.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Fuck out of here. That shit is corny. Nah, I do. All right, here's a soulmate. Soulmate is someone who's specifically for you. Right? That picks up where you leave off and vice versa. So yes, there is such a thing. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, but yeah, I think I met my soulmate because the way we met, the timing, and the way we met, and the way it happened, there's something to that. And all the things that you ask for, it's so weird. Like, I'm getting chills right now. But all the things that you ask for that shit to just appear like that, and for the circumstances to be the way they are, yeah, that shit is very real. Like, but you have to be aware of it, right? You have to be aware of it. Like, some people say put things out to the universe. Other people say praying to God, right? But if there's something that you ask for and you get it, that is meant to be. And that's the definition of a soulmate.
Biggest regret in life?
Tons, man. Tons.
One
tons,
major one.
Tons. That I found, I can't, that I didn't find out what I wanted sooner, or what I need. Like, everything happens for a reason, and everything happens the way it's supposed to. But I wish it would have happened the way it was supposed to sooner. In terms of love, we're talking about love and relationships. There's regrets with other things, but in terms of love and relationships, I wish I would have done a whole lot of things sooner.
Okay. What is the hardest lesson you had to learn in life in general?
Wow. The hardest thing I've had to learn in life, patience.
Yeah.
We do things on impulse, and that's not good. You have to be patient. You have to be mindful. You have to always think before reacting. So that's the biggest thing I've learned.
That's so cool.
You need patience.
I like that.
It works in every facet of life, right? Like with your kids. You have to be patient with them. Sometimes I'm not patient. In your relationship, you have to be patient, you know? When that thing that you ask for is not coming fast enough, just be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So,
most proud achievement of your life?
being able to make a kid, Jesus, that's the most amazing thing in the world.
What is the most proud achievement of your relationship?
Besides bagging Shorty?
I can't. This is not the one that has your child, right?
Nah.
Okay.
She wouldn't dare have a kid with me.
Why?
She'd be crazy too.
So you're not gonna have no more kids?
Hell no, I'm too old for that shit.
Okay.
I
So
mean-
that's been established, like.
Oh yeah. We done. I'm
Okay.
trying to enjoy it. We're not trying to fuck up our life. Fuck
Okay.
that.
I agree with that.
Kids ain't shit, B.
Kids are a lot.
Fuck
A
up your
lot of
life.
responsibility, man.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God. I don't even want to think of starting over. Sometimes I go and I want to
I
shoot
like
my damn self.
I like my sleep.
No, I like the fact that I have 2 jobs and I can go in and out,
Word,
walk in.
word.
Yeah,
Just
like whatever
imagine.
I feel like I
have
want to
a
do, I can do it. So it's like,
Crying bum ass bitch. You gotta buy car seats.
I
and
think
shit
I
like
will have to like put a pillow over the damn baby's head, which
Yeah.
is really sad.
Fuck
So
that,
no, I can't. No, I'll be all right.
that. Can't pick up chicks with a fucking car seat in the car. You can't.
Ah, you
That shit is corny.
Oh my God. Okay, put these in the following order: money, career, family, health, and hobbies. Which ones would be you put first in life?
Yikes. This is pretty easy. I'll say hobbies 1, career 2, money 3. What was the other 2?
Family and health.
Them shits. No, it's let me stop. It's health. Damn, I wish I could say family. Health, career, family. Money's last. Money.
Hobbies.
Hobbies. Or hobbies before family.
Okay, so
HBF, B. Hobbies before family.
and then money, right?
Money don't mean shit. It's good to have it, but the more you get, the more you want.
This question always kind of gets me like goosebumps because I like to ask it, and then I look back at people. Some people have already like I started the show like 3 years ago, so I look
Damn,
back.
you waited this long to have me on? That's crazy. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm sorry, but
Well,
I
we
came
started
back
the
and
year
I
off
started
right.
with you with the best
Yeah,
person.
we starting
So,
off the year right.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Dead, because I'm old as shit.
No, you're
it's,
not.
We'll be married. We'll be enjoying life. I mean, not much is gonna change at this point. You know, it might be a little bit better, but you know what? I got a good life, man. If it could get better than this,
I think I can see you like as the top one comedian.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No, for
In
real.
Nutley, top comedian
Like,
in
yep.
Nutley, no doubt. I
Not
just wanna
in
keep
Nutley,
that.
in the whole New Jersey. Yo,
Oh, yeah, we gonna keep it local. Let's just
No,
do,
and then we're gonna
start
expand.
with Hackensack,
We're going to Atlanta.
and
We're
we
gonna
gonna
do
go-
tours. Like,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. So I hope that's really
No,
what
I mean, in terms of goals, there's goals that I have in comedy, obviously. But I think I'm a comedian, and I can say that, and I'm doing it, right? That's the part of doing everything. Like, Truth, D, you're a producer, you're a fucking businessman, you're an entrepreneur. It's not about what everybody else's idea of making it is. It's you're doing it, so you are that thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and to your question, I'm having a fantastic life, man. I've been blessed. So if it gets better than this, thank God. But if this is as good as it gets, then I'm good.
I like that. What did you want to be when you were a little
A
boy?
baseball player,
For real?
dead ass.
Oh my! Were you good in baseball?
I thought I was. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's the thing, though. I thought I was good, so I didn't work at it. Right? If you think you're good at something, you're gonna be like, I'm nice, so I ain't gotta work at it. But yeah, the dudes that I saw that I didn't think were that good worked the hardest at it, and they got to where I wanted to be. So
Wow.
yeah. By the time I felt that, it was already too late. So
Is there something you stopped doing even though you loved it? Besides drugs? Like you're gonna kill me.
no, I've never.
I'm glad you've never.
Yeah, never. But you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of things, but nah, I've caught my second win, so I'm good.
That's
I'm
so
good.
cool.
Yeah, I'm good. Not really regrets in that sense. I mean, there's things that you gave up, but if you gave it up, that means it wasn't for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you did it. It happened. You did it at the right time. You got out at the right time, so that's good.
I'm nervous
Go ahead.
to ask.
These questions have been soft, by the way.
Not really. I think you feel like they're soft because you're spiritual. Like some people that are not connected with their spirituality feels like they're
Word.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I would change about myself, but it would be the way I'm so self-defeating. You know, and my lady tells me this all the time. She's like, yo, you can't, and you read about this all the time, you can't say those. You do more damage to yourself than anybody can ever do to you. So you put the negative thoughts in your head.
That's the same. I am the same damn way.
You tell yourself that you can't do, or you make excuses, you know, and that's not, I try not to be that. And I think what I do is I want to send that message to everyone else. Like I try to give that message to everyone else. Like, yo, don't worry about it. Just go do that shit. And I want to encourage everyone else. But, you know, when I have a bad night at the club or something doesn't go my way, I'm just like, I'm the fucking worst. I can't believe this. I should just stop doing this. And all of those things harm more than they help. So that's what I want to change about myself.
That's so cool.
I'm not vain. I'm not going to say looks because, you know, can't do nothing about that shit.
Do you think there is a difference in loving your child and loving your girl?
Yeah.
So the love is different?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Very different. Very different. There's nothing that I won't do for my child. But I will do everything for my lady within reason.
Okay. That's
All right.
understanding.
You know?
I mean, I can relate to that.
I'll
really
pee
do.
on my lady. Will
No, I
pee on my
ain't peeing
kid?
on nobody.
Will I pee on my kid? Probably not. No, I'm kidding.
No, you.
No, you. It's a different type of love. It's a different type of love, and that's the thing is that we confuse the love that we have. There's different types of loves, and everyone's definition of love is different.
Yep. So why do you think so many marriages fail nowadays? What's your opinion or intake on that?
Depends, man. It depends on the situation, but some people don't get married for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Some people lose themselves, and you know what? If people get married young, as they get older, they become different people. So
That is so true.
That's really what it
that
is.
I agree with you 1,000,000%.
yeah, so
Because
it's fine.
I agree with you because when I got married, I was 19, and when I left, I was 38.
You're a completely different person.
Totally different, and looked at him like he was some stranger. It's sad
Not really.
that
Not really.
I saw it that way, but totally a stranger. And this person, is the person I had children with. So it's a little bit rough for me to like explain it at times to people, and people look at me like, "Why, stranger? You had kids with him?" I'm like,
He's a totally
"Yeah."
different person. Like men, we go through this change,
Mm-hmm.
in the things that and again, we understand ourselves differently
Mm-hmm.
at a different age. So it's completely normal. Like we got to get this thing out with marriage lasting forever. We got to get that shit out the way. Marriage lasting forever, or falling out of love is such a bad thing, or getting divorced is such a bad thing. No, it's people become different people between certain ages.
I think you grow. You grow into a different person. You're not 19. You're 20, like 27. Even from 27 to 38, I'm different.
Yeah, of
even
course.
from 38 to 44, I'm
things you
different.
like change. But if you're in tune with yourself, which most people aren't at such a young age, and that's okay. But if you're in touch with yourself and understand what it is that you want and what you can give, and you find your quote unquote soulmate, then those things last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of us, especially guys, we don't really understand ourselves fucking till we're, like I said earlier, like we're 30, 40 years old.
I know you might have an opinion on this. So
I have an opinion on everything.
how important is it to grow up in a home with both parents? Do you think it is like important, non-important? Like I know you're not going to say much about it, but I don't
We're
want to
gonna
like
talk about this extensively because
Okay.
I think if you're growing up in a home with two people who are fucked up, it doesn't matter that there's two people there, right? But if you're growing up in a home with love and there's no drama and you're just growing up in a happy home, which let me tell you something, single moms, y'all got it fucking tough. Like you have to be the center of attention all day, every day. Like I couldn't imagine. And my dad did that shit, so shout out to my dad. But yeah, one parent
Wow,
is
I
so
salute him.
difficult. And guys, if you're fucking, I talk about this in my stand-up all the time, if you're a weekend dad, there's a lot of good dudes out there doing their thing, man. And shout out to you guys, and just keep doing that shit. And whether you grow up in a single parent home or a 2-parent home, as long as there's love and you're doing, because there's no manual for this shit. As long as you're doing the best that you can, you hope for the best. But there's toxic, this toxic energy in some relationships where even if it's 2-parent home, that kid comes out fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no fault. It's nobody's fault. We're just humans, and we're just trying our best, man.
But do you think not having both parents messed up the way you saw love when you were younger? Or do you think it plays a big role in your relationships, the way you treat women?
Yeah, it does.
And then,
It does. It does. It does because, I didn't know that when a woman is crying, I'm supposed to go hug her. All right? Because if I didn't have my moms there, the fuck am I supposed to know that, right? I tell you what, though, I learned a lot about father-son love.
I like that.
I'm great with that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit had an effect on my relationship and on all my relationships. And, just like anybody else, you figure it out, you understand, and you do better. And you do better. Luckily, I had my lady to show me a lot of these things, too. A lot of things that I didn't understand that I was doing incorrectly. And you just work on it. and try to correct it.
That is
But
really
there's no two-parent structure that's gonna, because you can learn some bad habits even from
Yeah.
having two
Two.
parents.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no perfect way.
What would you do different if you can turn back time?
Pull out early. Pull out. Stop leaving it in, B. That shit feels good, but when you see that,
I can't.
when you see that FICA score and that money leaving your paycheck. I'm like,
Oh,
really?
damn.
And condoms was cheap back in the day too. $1.50. What?
And you didn't go buy them?
I get it. Yeah. You don't want to say that you fucked up your life because you didn't go to CVS. Right? You just
Or
go to CVS.
Walgreens.
Go to Walgreens. To all my peoples in the city, go to Dwayne Reed. Rite Aid. Get some gym hats. And stop letting them
Get
expire.
in contact with me. I might give you my discount.
Stop letting them expire. Get some shit that are
Do you
fresh.
remember your first kiss?
Yeah, man. That shit was awful.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
What's
that
her
shit.
name?
I don't even remember. I do remember. But
What's her
we're
name?
not going to talk about
Come
that
on.
shit. Nah,
Talk to me about it.
Nah. That question is off limits.
See, you told me that there's nothing off limits. Now you're telling me it's
Except
off
for
limits.
that. Except
So,
for
okay, so let's go. How old were you? She's from the Bronx. And she might whoop
that.
your
Yeah,
ass.
I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name.
He lying. Look at him. He lying because his eyes are
Yeah,
like
fucking
this.
rubbing my head. I'm all kinds of nervous about my first kiss. That's stupid. I honestly don't remember.
Would you
I had so
sacrifice?
many first kisses,
Oh, yeah?
By the way.
Oh,
There's
really?
mad lucky shorties out there. There's mad. If y'all watching,
Yeah, I'm
which y'all
talking
probably
about the
know.
very first one,
She
man.
probably wasn't the first though.
Yo!
I probably just told you the first I ever.
Oh my God.
I would put this tongue in.
Would you sacrifice your career to keep a good relationship? It's okay.
My career.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't because if that person is asking you for that, then they don't love you. If they're asking you to sacrifice, Okay, let's put it into some context, right?
Okay, I wanna hear this.
If my lady right now was sick, would I quit my job and take care of her? Fuck yeah. But if my lady's like, we're not spending enough time together, you can't do comedy, fuck out of here.
I agree with that. Okay.
So, context, right? So, would I give up my career for my lady? Yes. In other instances, absolutely not. But she wouldn't ask me to because she loves me unconditionally. She knows that makes me happy, and,
Have you ever been hurt in the past
hell yeah.
and questioned the possibility of love again?
No. You know what guys do, right?
I don't know.
Once
I'm not
somebody
a
hurts
guy.
us, we looking for that next smash that's going to help us get over that last heartbreak.
That is really sad.
So no, that's how we deal with our feelings. We don't got time to be all emotional and eating ice cream. I mean, we do that, but we got to find the next joint that's going to give us
I
some
already
time.
know this question, what the answer would be from you.
Go ahead.
What advice would you give your young self?
Besides pull out,
That was the first thing I thought.
keep going. Keep going. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it and don't worry about anything. I think the real thing is don't worry about anything because this shit all works out. Like, we stress and worry about the most
I know.
benign shit, man. Like, just don't worry about it. Like, Shorty slept with a rapper who's a better rapper and more famous than you. So, find the next up-and-coming joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Just stop worrying. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
I like that.
Yeah, it's like
I really do. I
there's no
think that's
reason to worry.
cute.
It helps you be at peace, and you can be a better person. You can be a better parent. Like, don't worry.
What would you do today if you went to a doctor and he told you that you are about to die? You're dying, literally.
I'd do the same thing.
Do what?
I thought about this the other day. I would do the exact same thing I'm doing now.
But let's say he'll say you're gonna die tomorrow.
I like what I'm doing, so I'll just call everybody and tell them how much I love them and how much I appreciate them in my life, and you know, thank them for being a part of my life and for being understanding and for being whatever they were to me.
Yeah.
I'll let them know that I appreciate them for that.
That is so dope. What is the secret to a lasting relationship?
Gotta hit it from the back, yo. Gotta dig it down from the back real good. And she's gonna be looking back at you like, what an animal. I love you so much. And you're gonna be like, yeah, well, you should. And no, the secret to a long-lasting relationship is understanding. Being able to compromise, loving yourself. You got to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love. It's really difficult to love someone else. You got to love yourself and understand what it is that you want, right? Because if you don't know what you want, you're going to have expectations of that person, and they're never going to be able to meet those expectations. So love yourself, and the rest falls into place.
What is your most favorite memory so far?
Anything?
Anything. I mean, besides your son's birth, because that was the most magical. That's more profound. But if you would have to say like the most.
Yeah, there's so many things, man. There's so many good moments. You know what thing makes me the happiest and kind of jealous at the same time? It's really weird. It's like watching my dad and my son together.
Really?
They are like best friends, and they just talk and hang out and just love each other. And it makes me very sad that Lee Jr. might not have that.
Don't say that.
And no, it's a very realistic thing, but that's one of the things that makes me the happiest, like watching my dad, because those are two people that I absolutely love. You know what I'm saying? Like those are my favorite people in the world.
I mean, I go back at times when I talk about my dad, and that's like one of my awesome memories of him. He never held babies, ever. He will not touch a baby until you're like 3 months old.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But when my son, Justin, was born, and I took him out of the hospital, he was there at the door, and he's like, this is not a newborn. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's not a newborn. I was like, yes, that is a newborn. And he looked at me, he's like, tapped me on my shoulder. He's like, you did a good job. Wow. 10 pounds, 11 ounces. Wow. God bless you. Wow. You know, and he grabbed him and held him. And he used to sleep. That's how he used to sleep with him. He used to rock him on the chair. I have pictures of him. Awesome. Until this day, like my pops, he passed away. And Justin says, I remember how he used to have these talks with me about the war. He's never spoke to me about the war, but he's told him about the war.
Wow. That's pretty
so,
awesome.
like, yeah, those are things that maybe you're a little jealous right now, but in the future you'll be like, that's one of.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
That's an awesome thing, man.
I mean, sometimes I feel pissed off that he had told him and not me.
Yeah.
When I was his buddy and everything,
Right. Well, maybe he thought it wasn't for you, though.
Yeah, I don't think so. What are you grateful for?
Everything. Grateful for everything, thankful for everything, because that's what you have to be at peace. You need to be grateful every day for the most minute things, right? I'm grateful that you guys asked me to be on here. I'm thankful for the opportunity to do anything. You know, I get to stand up in front of people and try to make them laugh, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the love and anything that I'm given, man. It's just an amazing thing that people even care about you enough. Like, people don't have to fucking care. They don't have to like you. They don't have to say a kind word to you. So I'm grateful for everything, and I try to give that back to everybody.
That's nice of you. That's nice. So, you know, I'm about to end the show.
Oh, damn.
So.
Did I answer the questions too quickly?
No. I'm about to. Usually I take breaks, but I don't want to do breaks. So can you tell people where they can find you if they need to book somebody that's really awesome, like you, like whatever, social media?
All right. LeeValentin.com is where I update my calendar shows. I post content on there. We have videos on there of sketches that we do. You could also follow me on Instagram, at Lee Valentin. On Twitter, I'm mostly on Twitter at Leo Valentin. O is my middle name, Leo Valentin. And I'm on Facebook too, Leo Valentin. Tonight, I'll be at the Love Cafe in Astoria, Queens. Be performing out there. Tomorrow night, I'll be in Harlem at Grill on the Hill. We got the Unusual Culprits. Also follow Unusual Culprits. We got dope ass sketches.
They're so cool.
We got shows. We got 5 shows every month. All free shows going on in the city in New Jersey. Last Friday of the month.
Yeah.
Unusual Culprits at the Huddle in Nutley, New Jersey. Shout out to the Huddle. Shout out to my homegirl Gladys. Shout out to my boy Tony at Blackjack Mulligan's first Saturday of the month. Shout out to DJ Truth, Michelle. I appreciate you guys, man. This was dope. This is dope. I hope I gave whoever's gonna watch this some.
So my show will end with the last question.
Yes, let's do it.
So what is the definition of your love?
How many baby mothers I got? Good question.
What is the definition of love?
Baby mothers. You know what I love about this? Yeah, this is cool. You know somebody from the Bronx when they say mother, right? Because we don't say father. Nobody says father. We say father.
Okay.
F-A-V-A. That's how you know somebody's from the Bronx. Father, mother. So shout out to all my baby mothers and all my baby mothers' new boyfriends.
Oh my God.
Appreciate y'all taking that.
So what is your definition of love? Oh my God.
My definition of love is, I don't know. I don't really have a definition of love. I just know what it feels like. So the definition of love can be anything. Anything you want it to be. Any feeling that you get. But for me, it's unconditional empathy. You're willing to do anything for that person. You want the best for that person. You just, it's a feeling that you have inside of you and that you display with your affection.
I like that.
That's awful. That's an awful definition.
That's actually cute.
Maybe in 3 years when I come back on the show.
Yeah, with an update with some children in your hands.
No,
oh my God. I'll be like, oh my God.
We might adopt something.
You're
But
not
we're not
telling
doing
me you
babies.
don't want any.
Adopt a little
dog.
No. Might adopt a little white baby.
Really?
Yeah, white babies need love too.
Aww.
There's already too many of them out there.
White
baby. Just being white.
You can adopt me on white.
Are you?
Yes, I am as hell. I am Australian born. My parents are from the island of Malta.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I am European. I am.
Yeah. Y'all the original slave owner.
Exactly. We are slaves.
Fuck it. No, you slave owner. Oh, yeah, okay.
We are slaves.
Yeah.
We technically, they used to come.
You were the first slaves.
Yes, they were. They used to come bring their merchandise and sell the girls.
You know how awful you have to be as a person if they're like, you're not good enough to be a slave. You know how shitty you have to be. Like, you know what? You guys are not good enough. We're going to replace you with better slaves. Which is a fucking awful thing, by the way. Just putting it out there.
Anyways, I thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
see you on Friday, the last Friday of the month.
Show starts at 8:00.
And trust me, I'll be there. I never miss that.
Man. Love that support.
And Saturday I'm coming too. This is the one.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
you guys tune in. I will not have a show next week. So is it next week or the following? Would it be next week?
Next week is the 26th.
So isn't that the end of the month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the 25th. No show on the 25th.
So yeah, no show
Unless
next
you do
week.
it at 7
No.
o'clock. No show.
No show. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
On the February 1st. What is the definition of love? Make
Yay!
Sure y'all
Tune in, guys. Bye.
Majestic.